Hello, beautiful people. Yes, I'm back already. Bet you didn't expect this. There's just so much information, I couldn't help it. Necromancy is a hot topic, and there's so much you should know, so I spent some time compiling all of the info. Today, I've come up with a list of stuff that you might want when you're on the Necromancy 99 or 120 hunt. Here's a summary of what we know. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Okay, so if you do not want to hear me talk, and honestly I don't blame you, here's what I'm gonna say in a nice image that you can share or do whatever you want to do. I don't know, I'm not gonna tell you how to live your life. Yes, most certainly, very fine, very nice. Okay, now for the talking bit. Since it's a new skill, let's go ahead and start with the training aspect. It's a combat style, and therefore actively training the skill through combat is probably going to be the way to go for most of you legends. I don't know, maybe some of you will be really into the rituals. Taking it nice and slow and easy is honestly fun sometimes. If you haven't been around for the launch of a new skill, they have an experience embargo because of high scores in racing and fairness, MTX, those sorts of things, right? Right. So, we know that Necromancy will allow us to use some experience boosts that exist in-game that you earn through playing the game. For example, the Wise perk that you make with Invention will work for Necromancy. What's the skill that I'm talking about? Oh goodness. Later on, when they give us more information, they are going to tell us what will and will not work. Now, I could be wrong, and this wouldn't be the first time, but if Wise is going to work, I would guess there's going to be a few other experience boosts that will work as well. I'm going to go ahead out on a limb and guess that Torstal Incense Sticks, the Inspire All Relic, and Shadow Touch Skilling Set from Sliske's Endgame are probably gonna work. Again, we're guessing here. I don't know if the Wisdom Aura or the Premier Artifact boost is going to work, but I'm gonna say I don't think so, but I guess we'll see when they tell us. Either way, these are just things that are generally good to have anyways for skilling, at least the Wisdom Aura, because 40k loyalty points isn't really that bad. I'm kind of on the fence about whether or not I think the Clan Avatar experience buff will work, but either way, you should probably have that active all the time anyways, right? Let's talk about some other things that are going to be useful for training combat that you would normally train other combat styles with. Wow, that was a really good sentence. This is going to include things like aggression potions, weapon poison, Cinderbane gloves, a skilling cape for the hybrid stat buffs, and you're going to want to make sure that you turn off experience and defense when Necromancy comes out if you want maximum Necromancy experience. But you guys are PVM legends and probably have 200 million XP in all your combat stats anyway, so no biggie, right? Also, using Necromancy while on a Slayer task will maybe be the play because you should, in theory, get the boost effects of the Slayer helmet. I don't know, it could be good. And finally, a 200 IQ move will be to set up your player-owned Slayer dungeon now for any popular mobs that you want to camp so you don't have to fight. Okay, moving on. This is a checklist, not a TED Talk. For the actual skill itself, we're going to need runes to train it, so unless you have lots of GP to burn on runes at launch, which you probably have because you've definitely seen all of my RuneScape money-making videos, you might want to have some pure essence ready to go to make some runes. There will also be a Zuck cape for Necromancy for all of my Zuckers, so go ahead and get your Igneous Stone ready. Okay, so this one is kind of important. When Necromancy comes out, they're going to put into the game these things called Extreme Necromancy Potions that are required for overloads, you know, like the rest of the potions. But what is great is that any overloads that you currently have, like before release, are going to be automatically upgraded to include the Necromancy Extremes. Like, they're gonna work. So, if you don't get what I'm saying to you right now, go make some overloads and save money and time later. Moving on, there's also going to be a new tier 99 prayer that will be unlocked from the Prysoul Codex. Womp. So, it's a good time to go AOD. Now, prices on the Codex are all over the place. They've gone up and down more than once since they've been talking about all this information. Eventually, they're going to come down, so why not try and farm one in the meantime, or just make money to buy one later, or now if you just want to be ready on release. A great way to make money for a codex if you don't AOD is Zammy. One bow piece and you're in there like swimwear, and the other drops that you get along the way will add up as well if you don't get bowed by the god of chaos. And finally, as you saw at the beginning, there is a list of items that they put out that exist in the game currently that we are going to need for Necromancy. These include bones on bones on bones on bones, a lot of armor, spider silk, mystic, subjugation, head, chest, legs, the spectral spirit shield, a prizal codex, and bronze to bane bars. While we may not know exactly what we need these things for, we do know that we need them, and it doesn't seem that we need a crazy amount of the bones or bars. And that's it for now, folks. Necromancy is just around the river bend, and soon all the speculation will come to an end. Thank you for watching. I look forward to your comments. Like, share, subscribe, and recommend. Be kind to one another. See you next time, friends.